Hola! Oh, no, I guess that works. How are we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly With It. I'm Will, and today we are opening another Marvel Champions Hero Pack. So if you've seen a couple of the other videos, we've done the core pack, we've done Miss Marvel Star-Lord. We have a lot of these packs to go through, so if you want to see us opening more of these and see how the cards look or what they are, the pretty pictures, or you just enjoy this content, although at this point, I don't know how much you're enjoying, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell notification to know when we're going to upload these videos and when we go live, because we do play all of our gameplays live. Well, except for maybe when we're on vacation and other never mind. We're going to go ahead and get into Gamora. So Gamora is one of the newest packs to arrive from Fantasy Flight Games, and I've been forgetting to mention Fantasy Flight in all the other videos, but that's what that FF is. It is a living card game. So if you're not familiar with a living card game, unlike Pokemon, which a lot of you watch our channel for Pokemon, you do not have to buy individual packs. You buy a hero pack, right? This is going to be, think of a theme deck, right? Think of a pre-made deck that you can play out of the box. Does that mean this is the only way to play the deck? No. You can use then the cards that come with multiple decks, mix and match. You have some variability because there are different aspects you can play which have different play styles. For example, Audrey likes to smash things, so she likes aggression. Me, on the other hand, I like to think about things. So putting things together like a protection deck or maybe even a justice deck is a little bit more fun for me. There's a little bit more thinking, but again, we're not min-maxers. Doesn't matter. So with Gamora, she is the second hero pack after the expansion, Galaxy's Most Wanted. We did open up Star-Lord in the previous video. So after you're done watching this, if you want to see Star-Lord and how his cards work, make sure you go check that video out. It will be at the end of this video, the pretty little box that, in screen thing. Yeah, it'll be there. So I don't want you to leave now. YouTube doesn't like that. Stay. Okay. All right, with that said, guys, you do get a poster here. So all of them come with these these cool little posters of the hero as you saw on the thing, and I'm getting plenty of reflection. I've noticed our reflection's getting worse over the days. Maybe we need to remove a light bulb. I don't know. But you do get this. It does have the crease. I don't know. Somebody would like these. I saw one guy, he used it as his play mat. I do not have the dividers that we showed in a couple of the other videos. Divider Central, he has not created that artwork yet. I don't know where the current position is on that. No harm, no foul. I'll have to go over to the Facebook page. Maybe somebody's asked and he's responded over there. But let's get into Gamora. So Gamora has a recovery of 3, so it's a little bit less recovery than most. Some get up to about 5. She is considered an outlaw. So skilled tactician. You may include up to 6 attack and or thwart events in your deck from the aspects other than your chosen aspect. So that's actually pretty nice. So you can actually do cross aspecting. And I don't know if any other one has allowed you to do that. That's actually kind of nice. Unique. I can't say it's nice. I don't know how well functionally that'll work, but it is very unique. Action, look at the top card of your deck. If that card has an attack or thwart event, draw it. Not too bad. Now, I was wondering how they're going to do this for characters that don't really have a fake hidden alter ego. So I guess it's still just that. It's still just her. She's just not battle ready in that one. And then the Gamora hero side, she's a 2/2/2. She is a guardian, so she will work well with Star-Lord and really any of the other guardians that have cards that play off of the word guardian. Finesse is a response. After you play an attack event, remove 1 threat from a scheme. That's nice. Precision response, after you thwart, deal 1 damage. Okay, so she's doing something every single time as a response to her main thwart or attack action. That is actually pretty cool. Hand size is 5, hit points 10. Of course, on the other side, it would be 6. And that's pretty average. So far, most of the decks we've looked at or I've seen, that's the average. But I know some have a lot less. For example, Tony Stark has less because his items, his upgrades, give him larger hand size. So of course, okay, so she was an ally. So in a previous video I mentioned Nebula is a rumored hero, but she's already an ally. She's already, I think, a nemesis. and then she's also a villain. So right now she's in there multiple times, and you can only have one unique character in play. So if she's already out in one of those other forms, you cannot use that card. So if she's, say, if you're playing against Nebula in the Guardians of the Galaxy box, which is where we're going to play Gamora, then I wouldn't be able to play this as an ally. It basically just counts as a wild. And that is nice they made it a wild. That is actually very smart to make it a wild, because it's like, hey, we're preventing you from playing Nebula, so we're going to make her a wild so you can use her as anything. So say I have a card that says, if you play a science, you get X, Y, Z. Hey, you can use this in place. With that, she is a 2/2, 2 hit points, 1 damage each time, so only get about 2 attacks out of her. Nebula enters play, search your deck for an attack or thwart event, add it to your hand. That's pretty nice. So you do want to play her. I mean, it's a very nice card, very cheap too, only 2 to play her. You just got to be forewarned when you're going up against her as a villain. Acrobatic move, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Very nice for 0 too. So yeah, this is just a straight hero action for 0. That is really nice. Cross counter, only cost 1 again, very cheap. Attack, defense, thwart. When you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage, deal 1 damage to the enemy, remove 1 threat from the scheme. And it counts as everything. That's really nice. Set the pace, again, a very cheap card, 0. 0 for the event, thwart, remove 1 threat for nothing. 2, she got very low cost. Wow. This is going to be a really fun deck to play. This is probably going to be the deck Oddity plays. Normally, if we're going to play a deck multiple times, I'll let Oddity play that one. But between this and Star-Lord right now looks like it's the more complex of the 2 decks. This one looks like it's pretty straightforward. Decisive blow, deal 4 damage to an enemy, 7 damage if you thwarted this turn. So very similar to Miss Marvel, which Oddity played last. You get 2 of those. Forward momentum, again 2, very low cost. Thwart, remove 3 threat, 5 if you played a attack event during this turn. Yeah, so she's very combo-y. You play 2 cards 1 turn, you get to do double of everything. And a lot of her cards are 0, right? So you just play that 0 version of it plus that. So you're getting it almost guaranteed as long as you have those cards in your hand. Alter Ego, Exhaust Condition Room, return the bottommost attack or thwart event from your discard to your hand, deal 1 damage, or heal 1, and you heal 1 damage. Very nice. Upgrade, again, only 1. Exhaust Keen Instincts, generate a wild resource for an attack or thwart. Alright, finally, here we go, finally. So her sword upgrade does cost 3. Restricted to 2 per character, so she can have 2 swords. After you play an attack, deal 1 damage to an enemy, so you get to do an extra damage. So ally in an aggression deck. Now I don't know if this is the first time Angela's been at. Yeah, so this 2021. So Angela is new. Now Angela is Odin's daughter. Oh, Odin's daughter. So Odin's daughter. So this is basically Odin's daughter. So instead of Odin's son, it's Odin's daughter. But this is Thor's sister. Because, you know, Odin went and did things because he's promiscuous, and so then he gave them to the angels. And then, for those of you who don't know, Angela actually started in the Spawn comics. During an event, they did like this thing where she crossed over into Marvel because Todd McFarlane didn't own her rights. I forget the actual person that owned that. It was a partner with Todd McFarlane. And he basically sold the rights to Marvel, and I don't know the whole backstory. I mean, you guys can probably go online and find it, but that's neither here nor there. So she calls 0. So again, very cheap cards in Gamora's deck. She can't thwart, but she does a 2 attack, 1 damage to herself, 3 health, force response. After Angela enters play under your control, search the top 10 cards of the encounter deck for a minion, put it in play engaged with you. Shuffle the encounter deck. This minion was not put in play this way. Discard Angela. Okay, so if you can't find a minion in the top 10 cards. Right. Now, one thing with the top 10 and with the encounter deck is if you do happen to go through the encounter deck, so this is kind of a double-edged sword. If you go through the encounter deck, you do have to use an acceleration threat token on the main scheme. So you kind of have to, if it's beginning of the game, great, get her out there. End of the game, it might not be as good. So it's clobbering time. You're going up against... it's clobber. I think I would have rather had the Thing, but I'm wondering if they don't have the Fantastic Four rights yet. But they are going against a Venom symbiote here. Hero action, deal 3 damage to an enemy. If this is the first card you played, return it to your hand. Not bad. And again, only 2 for her. 0, plan of attack with Star-Lord. Search the top 4 of your deck. Top 7, if you're in alter ego form, for an attack event, and add it to your hand. So you get to add those attacks back in your hand. Again, a free card to play. Uppercut, normal uppercut from the standard deck, so you deal 5 damage. And then here's the thing. She plays multiple types, so we already went through the aggression. Now we're getting into her protection cards. So first hit, hero action, deal 2 damage to the villain. Hero interrupt, when a minion initiates an attack, deal 2 damage. There's a couple of those. Again, only 1 resource. 2, impede, it's a thwart action. So this is justice. So that's her only protection card. So she can have up to 6 of another type. So because there's 3 of these, I'm imagining there's going to be 3 impedes for the 3 justice. So she's more of an aggression deck, which again will fit Aubrey's playstyle. She likes aggression. But having these in here are just nice bonuses. So the hero action, remove 3 threat from the main scheme. If this is the first card, return it to your hand. So again, comes right back to your hand. You get 3 of those. And then, for some odd reason, they decided to throw the other aggression cards after that. So this is the +1 attack. We saw this in Captain Marvel's deck. And then Godslayer, this is her other weapon. Restricted, when your hero makes a basic attack, exhaust a unique enemy. Exhaust Godslayer, your hero gains +2 attack for that action. And then she gets some allies. So again, names are unique. So if you are going to play Gamora and Drax together, you would not be able to use this card because, of course, your co-pilot, your companion in your battle is already Drax. 3, 1, and 3, so very high attack. 4 hit points. Play only if your Identity has the Guardian trait. So you can only play him when you're in Gamora's hero mode. But it doesn't, it's not negated if you switch her back to her alter ego. Hit and run event 3. It is considered an attack and a thwart. So she has a lot of these types of cards because remember, most of her cards benefit every time she plays an attack or thwart. So you can deal 2 damage to an enemy and you remove 2 threat from a scheme. And it's her and Angela. Now I'm trying to remember in the comics when they teamed up together. Maybe I haven't read that or maybe I missed that. I'm not really sure. Most of the time I've noticed most of the games revolve around about 4 years off. So most of the games that have come out just recently are from the 2016-2017 comic books. And I think that's due to production time and things like that. So you do get your normal double energies. And then her obligation, unfulfilled destiny. So of course, she did not fulfill her father or adopted father Thanos' destiny. So I guess here's your obligation. Just like anyone, it's going to stop you from playing by either exhausting you or causing you to take an additional event card. So the side scheme, her nemesis, is... Hello, stop focusing on that, por favor. Gracias. Sibling rivalry, so of course you are going to be played against Nebula. Players other than Gamora cannot remove threat from this. Ooh, that's something. Okay. After the villain phase begins, deal 1 face down encounter card to Gamora. So basically, Gamora automatically gets 2 encounter cards each turn while sibling rivalry is out. And there you go. There is Nebula. So not too strong. I mean, 5 hit points is a good amount. 2 attack, 1 scheme. Retaliate for 2, meaning if you attack her, she gets to attack 2 back. When this minion would enter play, discard the Nebula ally from play. Okay, so this is specifically what to say with the ally. It's going to discard the ally, right? So I'm wondering if they'll do the same. Well, the villain really wouldn't say that. I think with the villain, you just know you can't play the Nebula ally. But with the nemesis, that makes sense they had to say that, right? Because they want the nemesis to come out. So this is an attachment to Gamora. Treat Gamora's printed text box as if it were blank. Okay, so she gets none of her abilities when this comes out, and then she has a new hero action. Choose and discard an attack event from your hand and deal 1 damage to Gamora. Why would you perform that hero action? Oh, to discard this card. Okay, so you take 1 damage and you can discard it. Okay, that's not too bad. All right. It's not like the ones where you have to use like 1 of each resource to get rid of it. Waylay. When revealed, stun and confuse Gamora. If Gamora is already stunned and confused, it gains Surge. Never a good thing. Never a good thing. And your stop. So again, the extra cards that come in these can be added to any other deck. A lot of times they are built to just be in this deck if you want to switch to one of the other aspects. So we'll go ahead and see what all is in here. So Pivotal Moment with Rocket. Hero action, deal 2 damage to the villain. 5 damage if there is no threat on the main scheme. It's pretty nice. Upgrade. So Cosmic Implants. So you get your little communicator. Or comms implant. Not thinking cosmic, but yeah, comms implants is what you're getting. Technology card. Attached to a Guardian ally, max 1 per ally. That ally gets 1 additional thwart and 1 additional hit points. That's a pretty nice... this would work really well in Star-Lord's deck, for example, right? Because he is already a leadership deck. So you add that in there because all of his allies become Guardians. That would be very helpful. And then True Grit for protection, response, thwart. After hero defends against an enemy attack, remove threat from the scheme equal to your hero's thwart. So you basically get an extra thwart action in there. And then we've seen the enhanced reflexes. These were in the Miss Marvel deck when we did that gameplay. It was also in one other deck, I can't remember. But basically it counts the same as the web shooters where you get basically three resources to use on each turn thereafter. So you pay 2 to get 3, but then you have that bonus resource each turn that you can play. There we go, guys. That is the Gamora deck. If you want to see any other openings, like I said, we do have all of the hero packs, all of the expansions. We'll get around to opening them all eventually, but if you want to see a specific one, let us know down in the comments. If you want to see us play this deck or watch those other openings, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell notification to know when we go live or when these videos go live when we upload them. But until next time, guys, peace.